Let's go back to an era I'm almost certain no one likes, 2016. We have a man named Bob Gimlin. This Bob dude works as a manager in a secluded spa resort. He is just an ordinary dude. I mean, the guy's name is Bob. Like, what do you expect? He was one night doing his job, managing the place at night while no one else was in the building other than him, so I'm not sure what he was trying to manage. It's almost as if his job is a complete setup to find out whether the place is haunted or not. He decided to start taking photos around the area. I don't know what got into his mind, but that's what he wanted back then. He took photos of the hallway and the lounge, and since he had bought a new iPhone at that time, he had no idea that it had a feature that takes short clips of the photos taken at the time. I also don't remember such a feature, but it exists. What's so interesting about this feature is that if something inexplicable happens during the capture moment of taking a photo, such clips can help make out what went wrong. But would anyone expect that this spa would turn out to be haunted? As the man began reviewing the pictures, he noticed something unusual, something that sent shivers down his spine and feces down his intestine. He noticed that by the reflection on the window in one of the pictures, there seems to be a man dressed in black standing right by his shoulder. Bob couldn't think that it might have been a trick due to the angles and the lights, and he began taking more photos, but this time, the live capturing feature was turned off due to low battery. Despite that, though, in one of the photos, a figure could be seen sitting on a chair by the fireplace.
Of the 118 photos I took that night at the spa, I thought there were 5 that depict an alleged apparition. But upon making this video, I discovered one more, actually. As you can see, I'm showing all the photos, not just the ghost ones, and I'm doing that as a point of good practice, so your eyes can acclimate and make a more effective decision. Every time I went to the spa after closing, it felt strange. Not bad, not good, just strange. Or as I so eloquently put it at the time, just the kind of place that if you didn't know where you were going, you feel like you'd never get there. Even when you're alone, you never really feel like it. And it was definitely a little frightening. Maybe not frightening, but unnerving. And I mean just because, being alone in a big building secluded. I don't mean it was unnerving because of ghosts or anything. But I very much had the feeling that there would be someone around every corner. That's just how it felt. So first I looked down this long, creepy hallway. Then I turned to go into one of the service rooms. Have a look about for whatever reason. And then I get fixated on this window at the end of the hall. I take 3 photos of the window. And then one at the floor. The baseboard, maybe. And I must have walked away. I'm looking at the window from a distance, but I'm heading back to it. And then here is the first of several in this sequence that seem to depict something else. To the right of the flash. And if you're not convinced, you can see it better on the live capture, and I'll replay it. Again, I didn't even notice the figure in this sequence until I started working on this video. This was not the subject of this video. I haven't even gotten to the good part yet. To prove that the silhouette on the right isn't me, look at this photo from earlier, from a few photos ago. See, no figure. I was alone in there, but not alone. Strangely enough, this photo is the last photo that used the live capture. After this photo, the live capture feature ended, but I took 16 more photos wherein the live capture is unfortunately disabled. And of those 16 photos, an obvious and apparent apparition appears in no less than 6 of them. 6 out of 16. That's 37% of the remaining photos. And the apparition you're about to see is no reflection. And right here is the first time it appears. See in the chair? Let's blow it up. I may not have even noticed this had it not been for the photos to come. Empty chair, empty tables, fireplace, and again, same figure, same place. And here it is blown up to 300%.
There is a reason you are, or were at the time, a night manager. They knew who they were hiring for the job, a perfect fit. They also found out about you buying a new iPhone, and knowing that you had no clue the live feature existed, it was all set up for a creepy tale. When we talk about investigating abandoned places, there are no worse locations than asylums. At least when we talk about abandoned buildings, asylums come first on my list. As if my list is crucial or to be reckoned with, Colton and his team are up for an investigation in a random asylum, with not much information other than the story of Jacob. So, what's with this Jacob dude? Jacob is a boy who is said to have been murdered in the area. I'm not sure if they are referring to the asylum itself as in the area or the location where the asylum is built on. Nonetheless, he doesn't play a big role in the investigation. I mean, the boy has already passed away. How could he play any role in the investigation? Well, maybe his spirit may manifest. Colton began using the EMF detector near an elevator, if I'm not mistaken, and he was confused about the drawings on one of the walls. But the EMF detector was incapable of receiving any signals in specific areas for some reason. And then we discovered that there may be a clear reason why that could be the case when a faint voice was caught. The faint voices don't stop there, as of later in the investigation, while one of the team members was trying to get some signals or signs from the EMF device while chilling on the chair. More faint voices were caught, followed up by strange sounds that he heard this time, causing him to step out of his chair and continue the investigation. The problems began escalating little by little and reached their peak once he discovered that the Halloween decoration is still where it is, at least at the part where it peaked for me. Look, I don't know if these figures dressing in black cloaks were all part of the decoration, but they were so creepy, and I believe one of them might have moved. In the end, the whole team went downstairs to the bowling alley that was in the building for some reason and used a doll as a way of communication. A doll found it funny to blink like a creep.
Oh, that's a weird looking wall. It's not the wall. Seems like you're right here. What's in there? Seems like you're right here. What's in there? Don't know.
Hey, Rebecca. I'm on the 3rd floor. Supposedly where you took your own life. I'm really sorry you had to go through that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey. What the? Hello? Anyone in here willing to talk to me? That's crazy looking. What the? Hey.
Okay, the Halloween is starting to creep me the out. Like, yeah. Obviously, this place is not in use. I know that there is some haunted house stuff going on, but walking around a corner seeing this when you're in a building alone.
Jacob, if you don't come out, you're gonna get in trouble.
Oh. Some cold just like went around the wall. Oh. Some cold just like went around the wall. Probably like 5 feet in front of us from what this thing's saying. Holy, the whole thing is lit now.
It's going crazy.
Oh, and it's giving us a reading. Look, see this part? It's picking up movement.
Come a little closer.
I really hope this is Jacob. Whoa.
What's up?
I know you guys just saw that light orb.
I did not.
I just went from right to left right across the grave.
Did it?
About the size of my fist.
Come a little closer.
I really hope this is Jacob. Whoa.
What's up?
I know you guys just saw that light orb.
Can you please do it again? You said Jacob, and you saw an orb, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you light it up one more time before we go? We appreciate the fact that you lit it up for us. Can you just light it up maybe red to say goodbye? Or on my side? Yeah, do it on the right side. That doll's kind of creeping me out though. You hear that? Above us. And it's coming down. Usually that's like a drag. Like a desk drag. Like a drag.
Or you could always make this doll blink.
If the doll blinks, I swear to God, I'm out that door.
Yeah.
Actually.
Where do they get these dolls? Like I know all baby dolls are haunted for a fact. Even I had one when I was a kid. Lucky for me, my doll had its eyelashes removed due to me being a heavy-handed boy back then when I was playing with it. If you thought dark figures and shape-shifted djinns peeking from behind corners were creepy, this next video just takes it to a whole new level. You might also be just like me, even though you will never be as tedious as I am. But you might be on the same stage as me in regard to questioning where these dark figures go to after vanishing behind corners. Like you have seen countless times in the Arabian ghost haunting videos, where they charge towards the figures before they vanish into thin air. The next clip might just give you a clue, an answer to that stupid question. We have 2 separate recordings of the same place, but for 2 different paranormal activities. In the first one, it's static footage angled at a room where there is a Bible sitting on the table alone and cold. But something unexpected began to happen. Creepingly, the pages of that book began flipping back and forth, on their own. The next video is where things get serious, where our man holds his camera up and begins recording what seems to be long, dark hair peeking behind the corner. He approaches it slowly before it disappears. But where did it go? Well, watch and see for yourself. He wanted to buy that Bible book from a thrift shop just to cut some expenses, and that's what he got in the end, a much higher price than he could have imagined. Do you feel it now, Jack? If you have never seen a fully grown man crumble in the moment out of fear, then the next video will show you just that, so be prepared for it, because you might not see it coming. How excitingly cringe. Chris and Joe are here in Ohio in an Indian burial ground, not here in my house. They are there to explore what has been reported by the neighbors nearby as a haunted location. The house was built in the late 1800s and is said to be haunted by a spirit named Daniel, the original owner. This Daniel dude is somewhere of a greedy ghost, if I could say the least. He passed away and still wants his house. So Chris brought his friend to investigate and see if these rumors were true. They began their journey by venturing their way inside, on the ground floor, before they started hearing the sounds, which seemed to be coming from the second floor, sounds like faint bangs. But as they made their way up there, they obviously couldn't find a source of this sinister activity. How can some banging sounds be described as sinister in your book? Because they had no visible source. But that's nothing in comparison to what to come next. And these were a carbon copy of what I said that night before disappointing her. That's also written in my book. As Chris started breathing heavily, the activity also escalated and became heavier. There were two different occurrences when they encountered a wooden board moving or pushed out of its place unexplainably. But the neckbreaker, if that's even a thing, was the loud hissing sounds and the voices that seemed to be targeting Joe, particularly demanding the two of them to leave the house. The voices conveyed that they wanted them to flee out of the place, to the point where Chris's knees jammed and he could barely stand up out of fear. But after many incidents of paranormal activity, these strange anomalies started growing on them, so they took a walk around the house, and Chris noticed someone peeking at them from the window. It was visible for a glimpse of a moment, but it was there.
This is spooky. I love
Oh yeah, look, they.
Hey, did you say something?
Sounds like.
Hello?
Hello? Oh boy.
Maybe there was something walking.
Hello?
This is getting right.
Dude. Somebody's up here. Joe. Hey, your phone is on, Joe. Whoa, what the frick? That was down below, or was that over here?
I came from this side.
Dude.
I just heard a woman.
What? What the f is that? Oh, jeez. Joe. Oh. Ah.
You alright?
Yeah. Ah. I heard
Insane.
my shoulder.
Are you okay?
Yeah. What is that noise?
Listen now. I should go down.
Oh, my shoulder.
Is this it?
I heard Daniel. I heard somebody say Daniel.
You know where this is coming from? It's coming from upstairs.
Oh, my shoulder.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. Whoa.
What was that?
I don't know.
What do you want? He said, what do you want?
I'm gonna call my uncle because I think there's somebody in the attic. This is really impossible.
If there's a spirit in here, can you knock? There it is, Joe. That's three knocks, dude. Are you alright?
I don't like this. I mean, I'm enjoying the scary.
No, this is on fire.
Like demonic.
Yeah, this is crazy. Ooh. Joe. That's a hiss, dude. Alright, be careful.
What is that?
Whoa! Jesus Christ!
What was that?
That's up there. Was that up there? That was a huge bang.
Nothing up here.
Oh my God. Joe, Jesus.
Whoa, okay.
That's down here. That's up.
No, it's up here, man. I'm telling you. I just don't see anything. Isn't it? Look,
That wasn't
the staircase.
Oh my goodness. It sounds like
that
it's right
staircase.
above, like right to your left, right here.
That staircase leads to the roof or something. There's another attic.
Whoa, geez, Joe.
Hey, Chris, grab this.
Come here.
Have to come down.
Come here. This isn't funny anymore. Let's just get out of here.
I'm not getting out.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Again.
Listen. It's up there.
Where?
It's upstairs. It's upstairs.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you just trip over that?
Nope.
Okay.
Be careful. We almost fell right off it. Oh my God.
There's nobody there.
Oh my God, look at that.
Did that just fall over?
Joe. What the
That's upstairs. That's upstairs.
Joe, but that didn't come from upstairs. Dude. Nope. 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 Joe. Man, this is not even funny, man. Daniel, if you want us to leave, if you feel threatened by us, can you knock once for yes? Twice? What?
There's an owl here, man.
Joe, what was that?
Statue.
How
Is that you
many?
just banged again? What
No.
was that?
Bye. See you, dude. I'm going out. I'm going downstairs. I'm getting out. Joe, come on, man. Seriously. Dude. I've never. I gotta get out for a minute, Joe. Look at the leaves growing around the truck. Joe, Jesus, that's a... It was moaning, you hear that? Oh my God. Joe, look in there, look in there, look. Jesus.
What is that? There's a hand.
It's a friggin' hand, Joe.
What is that?
Holy Jesus. Dude, somebody's up there. Someone's fucking up there. Someone's up there. Dude, somebody's up there.
That's my dream.
Somebody's up there. How's that even possible? Be careful.
This is awesome.
Joe, there was right here. Right here.
Can you show yourself?
I'm going this way. Look like what?
Look at that version of some kind of window.
I heard another knock too. He said that they saw people. They saw him. They said that he was watching. Joe, oh God, I hope we got this on camera.
One thing we always want to do is try to capture something.
I hope we got this on. Joe!
What? 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 What?
We're not here to hurt you. Joe, I can't move, man.
Let's go.
I can't move.
Let's go downstairs and we'll get back in.
I can't move.
You can move.
I don't know if it was waving to us or what it was doing. Oh my God.
That's my phone with the doorbell ring, but there was a bang too.
Oh,
Somebody was in our window. I don't know if it's an optical illusion.
Joe.
What? What's this sticker?
Oh God!
What? What?
There was another image. There was another image, dude. Ah!
Dude!
Whoa!
Something just came down the stairs. Okay.
What do you mean?
This piece of wood just fell.
If you have paid close attention when Chris noticed someone peeping at them from the window, there was a part where you could see a hand easily. But since this is a channel that should point out the unnoticed, watch the replays.
Joe Jesus! Whoa. Joe Jesus! Whoa. Joe Jesus! Whoa.
Sometimes the cutest things could turn out to be the ones that hold the most sinister energy inside of them. And before you begin referring to some of your past relationships and pointing fingers, just remember this: I'm just a random guy on the internet. Don't consider me a force that you should base your opinion on. This video is starting to shift in topic if I don't clarify what I'm relating to, which is something to do with the next clip. What a surprise. We have a guy whose name is Davo, if that isn't just a random nickname he gave himself on social media. He recently bought a doll from a street vendor, and you know what they say: never bring the devil to your house and ask what happened. I'm not referring to the vendor himself, obviously. I'm talking about the doll. The doll itself is cute, small, and chubby, but that's just on the outside. What's hidden in that doll is far beyond anyone's comprehension. A couple of nights later, after this man brought the doll, he began experiencing some strange, creepy phenomena. It began with knocking at his bedroom door at nighttime. Strangely enough, when he opens the door, the knocking stops suddenly, and no one is to be found. This activity later escalated and reached his backyard garden's door, as these ghosts also began knocking on it. The guy realized that he might have made a mistake by buying that doll, so he tried searching for that vendor from whom he bought the doll, but he couldn't find him nevertheless. So what was the wise option he should have taken in that moment? Yeah, throw that thing away in the furthest dumpster you can reach, and so he did, but not before he made sure that the ghosts loved his venue and took over. Because in other clips, a creepy, tall, dark figure appeared, peeking at him from the kitchen. While also terrifying, footsteps tried following him to his bedroom before he slammed the door and hid under the blanket. In the end, after he got rid of the doll, or so he thought, he woke after midnight, only to find it sitting on the table covered in red.
Estoy trabajando. Dice... Disculpen el reguero. Ahí están mis perritos durmiendo. Son las 5:23 de la mañana. Estoy trabajando. Y de... Cinco veintitrés de la mañana, 5:24 ya, para los que dicen que... Para los que dicen que ocurre nada más a las 3 de la mañana, no. Son las 5 ya de la mañana. Con 24 minutos. Ahí están mis perritos. Están durmiendo. Y lo curioso es... Alexa, luz del cuarto blanco frío.
Muy bien.
Están escuchando. Escuchen. Son susurros.
Y no hay nadie, ¿eh? No. Siempre los muestro que no hay nadie para que luego no digan, no, es que eso, qué sé yo, de tus amigos, de tus familiares o lo que sea. No hay absolutamente nadie. Bueno, ahí están, mírenlos. Por eso no he hecho la cámara y nada. Ya luego lo haré. Dios mío. Bueno, son las 3:43 de la mañana. Y justo... Otra vez. Luego empiezo a sentir adrenalina. Por eso respiro así. Y me... Encendí la linterna. No hay nadie. Todo está totalmente cerrado. Ahora, los que me preguntaban, la cosa esta sale por ahí, ¿ok? Con los ojos brillosos y todo. Quiero que se den cuenta. Sale por aquí, ¿ok? Vean. Porque todas las sillas que tenemos son grandes, ¿no? Y no. Ajá. No entiendo qué... Para los que me dicen que me vaya de la casa. Manchen. Es bien fácil decirlo. ¿Escuchan eso? Es la basura. Tú te vas a la mierda.
A ver, ahí está, cuidado, porque está maldita esa madre.
Sí. Son las 4:25 de la mañana. Ya me desperté para trabajar. Hace 3 días grabé un video de cómo tiraba al camión de la basura, a la muñeca. Es que esto es como una broma de mal gusto. Vean. Ahí está. Y hasta parece que me está viendo. Estoy harto ya. Iba a decir que me estoy hartando, pero no, ya estoy harto. Alexa, luz del cuarto blanco frío.
Muy bien.
¿Qué? ¿Es sangre? No me voy a acercar y no voy a tocar esa madre. Tiene sangre. Ay, no mames.
As cute as this doll looks, it is as horrible of a choice to bring it home as it is. The problem is that it seems like growing rage is building up with whatever demon is attached to it after he threw it in the trash. This might be one of the few times that I have heard what is called paranormal noise, or faint ghostly voices that sound clearer than actual real human voices recorded in production studios. For some reason, these were so clear that they turned me off a little. But wait, do you want to know what place I'm talking about? What investigation am I referring to? What day of the week is it that I'm writing this script? All these exciting questions and more will be answered, but you have to be a bit more patient because I'm about to hit you. How harsh? Are you seriously about to hit your loyal fans? Yeah, but with some facts. How terrifyingly dumb. The Magnolia Hotel in Seguin, Texas. Is that the name of your dream project? Why would I even dream of having a hotel? Let me finish. It is a historic building with a dark past. Built in the 1840s, it served various purposes over the years, including a hotel, speakeasy, and jail. Tragic events such as murders, susus, and the harsh treatment of prisoners have left lingering spirits and paranormal activity. Stories of scratched guests, ghostly apparitions, and eerie phenomena have made it famous as one of the most haunted locations in the United States. Despite restoration efforts, the hotel remains a hotspot for paranormal enthusiasts seeking to uncover its mysteries. And here is Colton and his companion investigating the place, and as I mentioned before, they captured some noises and clear voices along with side knocks and footsteps.
To whoever is here in the Magnolia Hotel, my name is Colin Brown, and wherever you are in this home/hotel, we would like car. Really loud thump. You hear that? Some fluctuations on the EMF. It's really low. So this is the room where the homeless man had died when this place was abandoned. Why are those things moving? This fan was never on. second too before we go to the unfinished part. Kill the lights. Guys, I know it's kind of boring when we sit down, but we've been on our feet all day. And in other portions of the hotel, there's no seating. So we're just gearing up. So calm in here. Hello? Hello?
And that's about it for this one. It's not a very extended video. It's not tough to watch. In other words, it's simple, clear, and fast-paced. But I'm still not so sure about these voices. Like, is this ghost really a ghost? Or just some person hiding who didn't want anyone to intervene, so he kept himself hidden, and whoever steps in, he scares them off. If you think that the last forest trip I showed you on this list was scary, then you should prepare yourself really well for this next one. Put on these panties that I like the most and take a shower before you do, because it's about to get spicy. How creepy. What is creepy? I didn't say anything about the video itself yet. We meant you're such a creep. I will take that as a compliment and proceed. So, why did you mention that forest trip? Why are you so worried about it? We have yet another group of people who went straight onto the woods, only to find an old barn house. These guys went straight inside the house, minding their own business. They tried to do everything straight to the point, except for one thing, and that was their behavior and appearance. That was the only thing that wasn't straight about the video. So, what were they like? You mean the so-called investigators? They were just like us humans, but felt a little dumber. Long story short, what did they find inside that house? Nothing much, just a big knife with red liquid dried on it. You know the liquid I'm talking about. They ran away when they saw the knife, only to come back later to find what looked like a mask hanging. You thought they were done there. No, you fool, they came back one last time at night, but this one was their last, as they were chased by a maniac.
Żarcie jest, wszystko jest. Kur... Uwaga. Co?
Kurki chyba. Będziemy mogli zrobić jajecznicę na ogrzewanie. No, według mnie sarnologa to jest czaszka sarny. Siekacze widać ładnie, więc obstawiam, że to będą około 2 lata. Aczkolwiek nie jestem pewien, ale rogi w bardzo ładnym stanie zachowany, tylko jeden tutaj łamany. Aczkolwiek powiem wam, że bardzo ciekawe znalezisko i nie zapukać najpierw.
Tam jest jakaś stodoła. Kolejna chawirka.
Czekajcie, może poświecę trochę.
No.
Nie wiem, czy tam się da wejść.
Ja nawet będę
Kłódka jest kłódka jest założona. Pizdu.
Śmierdzi gównem to. Ciemno.
Mam telefonową. Znaczy koszę beton. Jaki...
No dość kurwa. Wampir jakby.
Kurwa! To jest dziwne.
Zajebiste, bierzemy? Co to jest?
Nie wiem.
Nie wiem, bo na tym jest krew.
Oświeć.
Ale...
O
nie, dobra, idziemy.
Spierdolamy stąd.
Ten camping podoba się
Ej!
Zostaje!
już wypadł. Weź, masz lepszą latarkę.
To co, w tej stodole trzeba sprawdzić.
Tam to chyba. A ten Płaszcz to wisi? No też wisiał chyba.
No tak mi się to wydaje. Był płaszcz tutaj jakiś przecież.
Kurwa, nie ma.
Nie ma nic, kurwa. Nie ma nic.
I don't know whether to believe them or not. They don't seem to be genuine, unlike the ones who found the people conducting rituals. But there is always a possibility, especially with the fact that Russians are known to take some risky trips. But who am I to judge? If you have been following me for some time, or if you have visited my older videos from 2022, or if you happen to just see the banner of this channel, you should have an idea about the branding of this channel and its characteristics. You should know that this channel has a lot to do with puppets, so when I see puppets in real haunted places, I can't hold myself. I just get ornery, which is the definition of a different word, if you get what I mean. The next video just gave me the satisfaction of my life because it was filled with mannequins, even though they are not merely puppets, but they could also fall in that category. We have Ian here, who went on a trip to investigate such a rusty old place, known for its creepy vibe due to some deep history that resulted in its abandonment. The abandoned Berlin Tannery in Wisconsin, a site infamous for intense paranormal activity. Built in 1853 and operational until 1987, the factory has a dark history involving a not-so-friendly worker accident, a devastating fire, and alleged occult rituals. Ghosts of former workers, a mysterious girl named Megan, and a sinister entity known as the Toucher are all said to haunt its halls, especially around an alleged spiritual portal in the building. So, as you just heard, and I hope your ears still function, this place is ancient, but what I want to focus on, or should I say, what I want to touch on, is the Toucher. This ghost actually does use his ghostly fingers to intimidate people. Like, for example, in the next video, while our beloved man was just entering the basement, he felt like something touched his shoulders. The door creaked and shut, which freaked out the man so that he hurried up to make sure he wasn't getting trapped. There was a worker who allegedly lost his life by falling from the catwalk, during which, in the video, you could hear footsteps coming from up there. Or how about that cart? Well, it's not related to any story, but it just moved on its own. At some point, Ian entered a place filled with curtains where his camera inexplicably started glitching, or maybe it was the lights in the place. I'm not so sure, but something unsettling caused some artifacts. In the end, while he was saying his last goodbyes, the crib began swinging on its own.
Hello? If there's any spirits in here, my name is Ian. I heard that there is a portal in this building. Is that true? Oh my God. Who puts that there? Freaky nun. Got a feeling there's gonna be way more of those freaky decorations where that came from. Head down to the basement. As much as I don't want to do that. Are you one of the tannery workers? Or are you one of the spirits that came through the portal? I just heard a noise. And that means it could be anybody. That means it could be a little girl, a man, woman, or something darker. In here. They seem like they didn't like that. Why don't you make that noise again? You could do something louder than that, can't you? What are you gonna do? You gonna do something? This is terrifying. Oh God. All right, I want out of here. Dude, it just freaking touched me. I felt a cold hand run right up my back. Oh God, that was absolutely terrifying. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. What? That door just shut. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. I am not gonna be stuck in here. Please, 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 please. It just tried to shut me in here. Like trap me. With it. No, no, I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that. Hello? Oh. God. Let's make some more noise. Jesus. See, what do we hear? God, I hope there's no more bats. If there's anyone over here, could you? What the was that? It sounded like something moved over here. Did you just move one of these mannequins? Could you move one right now? No. Oh. Oh. Dude. That thing freaking started rocking. Oh, no, 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 no. Are you freaking serious? Are these mannequins possessed? Oh, she just moved. She just moved. She more than moved. She slid forward. Is that you in here? Are you working? Dude, it sounded like footsteps up there. Like hard, heavy footsteps. Oh my God. My heart is racing. But as you can see, there is no one up there. Is it all right if I come up there? And that's what they say. They say that a worker died here. That totally makes a lot of sense. Whoa, whoa. What the heck? Something just moved down there. Oh my God. Just look at that. What is that? That's like a cart. And it just freaking moved. Another freaking mannequin over there. Dude, how do you explain that? This thing does not look easy to move. Not at all. Yeah, dude, this thing, there's no way. There's no way. Oh, dude. What? Wait a minute. Are you taking that thing? Oh my God. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. It's totally different from the rest of the place. If there's anyone up here, could you make a sound? Sound like it came from in there. Is anybody in there? Looks like an old creepy piano. Thumps and bangs all throughout this place. Oh my God. Okay, just calm down. It is a freaky atmosphere up here. Who's here with me? Were you summoned here? Okay, I am not liking this. Anyone in here? Sounds like something in there. If there's anyone in there, could you peek out from this doorway? Man, I get a creepy feeling looking in there. What the was that? Something just went flying. Oh, whoa. This looks like a freaky maze. Do I dare go in here? Yeah, screw it. Why not? Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, that thunder. It almost sounded like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Dude, strobe lights are on. Get me out of here, get me out of here. I can't see. Dude. Oh my God, I'm starting to get like a sick feeling in my stomach. What the? That sounded like a freaking growl. I have a feeling something's not good is in here. Come on, I want to see if I can get this thing to work. I really want to take pictures. Whoa, got it to work. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my God. Dude, there was a freaking shadow. Like a floating shadow over there. It was over here. Over by this wall. I don't know. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay. I really don't. Oh my God. What was that? That was like a creepy breath. All right, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry, Megan. I just don't know who I'm communicating with. I hope you understand. It's moving. It's moving. The freaking cradle is moving. No.
This place is literally ripped off from a game called Outlast. Who knows, maybe the game was actually inspired by this location because it's an ancient place after all, let alone the creepy vibe it represents. I know how it feels to leave a place all of a sudden after you have been in it for quite some time. The great time you have had there, the friends you got to know, all the female colleagues you have slept with secretly. I know that feeling because of the movies I watched. I have never experienced that myself. So why did I bring that up? 'Cause I care about you and I don't want you to break in tears when you know the truth. Here is the truth, little Tim. Your mother, she told me something unbelievably scary the other night, and she had to tell me that at night because she was too busy at day, so she was only available at night. Anyways, after we were done in bed, we were playing chess on bed. In case you were concerned, she said to me, I have never had a better time before. Thank you for playing chess with me. And she also told me she had 2 other kids who once decided to go on an investigation to explore an abandoned company. These 2 were very brave, and while they were investigating, they encountered a man who seemed to be a previous employee of the company. That man was sitting in a chair when they told him the company would be closed soon. He was so shocked that he sat on the chair without moving a bone till he passed away, and his body stayed there till it disintegrated to ashes. And these 2 investigators just caught his shadow spirit. Also, it seems like on the last day, and while the employees were packing their stuff, one of them was taking a break and ate some fries with ketchup. When he went to wash his hands, there was no water. They had to cut the water since the company is closing, so he ended up cleaning them on the shower's door. He just ate too much ketchup.
What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, wait, wait! What the? The what? What's that? Let's go, 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 move, move.
I know the story that your mother told me seemed a little too fancy to believe at first, but this video proves the story to be true. You just need to read between the lines, and you will find out why you're not saving money anymore. Your girl is robbing you. To be honest, the place Robert is walking his dog in is such a cozy, somewhat nostalgic kind of place to walk in my opinion. But that's not the point of the video, as the man shared the clip for a completely different reason. He was taking his dog Ollie on a walk. It was really late at night and was not the right time to walk in such a place, even for me, who admired the place so much I almost had to change my boxers due to some inappropriate behavior. But this late at night in such a place, it is not safe to be walking around. His dog began acting strangely, alarming Robert that it's time to take the walk back home. He was barking frantically as if he were sensing something sinister, but Robert had no idea why. There were only the two of them at that time, which makes things worse in my opinion. As he tried to find out why his dog was acting that way, a terrifying growl from within the deep woods echoed, and then the camera seemingly captured for a glimpse of a moment what looked like red, sparking eyes staring at them. Later, after this creepy incident, Robert shared another piece of footage where something mysterious seems to be moving in the dark.
Man, y'all, I don't know. Hey, look, I just got these living scared out of me. My dog, I couldn't get him to come in. He woo, woo, woo. I don't know. Y'all take a look at it. When I was good until it started making a growling sound. Dude, I rolled. I don't know what the it was and don't care what it was. I'm not going back out there. I'm not playing on this one. I'm tripping. Ollie, what are you barking at? That dog was barking hard. Man, it's a full moon tonight, yo. Full moon tonight. I don't know what the barking at. I have no idea. What's barking at? What the hell is that? What the f is that? What the f is that, y'all? Update on what's been tracking me. I got my cameras in earlier today. I'm never going outside again after dark. If you watch it, it's going to be at the end of the video. Here, look to the left of the screen, you'll see a little. And I zoomed in when you kind of, before it was all good, joking, but somebody tell me what the I'm looking at. I've seen coyotes, wolves, cow, whatever. I've never seen nothing like this. If somebody can tell me what it is, or know somebody can come get it, whatever, let me know.
I don't know why he chose that place in specific to take his dog to. I mean, it's not like he should have never gone there, but not this late at night. Even if there were no creepy, ghostly figures, it could have been some serial bad man. Or worse, as some of the fans' theories suggested, it could be a cryptid, the legendary Mothman. I don't know who would believe that, but they could be the same people who believe that they shouldn't subscribe or watch the next video on screen.